We're here today with Kevin Ward, the Commissioner of Public Safety, to discuss the issue of rubbernecking or gawking at wrecks. What some people may not know is that Commissioner Ward served 7 years as an Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper on the road, with about 4 years in between as a member of the governor's security. Kevin, I'd like to go over just a few questions. Please talk about the safety issues associated with rubbernecking wrecks.
You know, rubbernecking can really be dangerous in that, you have the initial wreck that's occurred, and so you've got cars on the road or you have debris, and before law enforcement can even get there, or first responders, then you have people that are driving up on it that didn't expect the road to be blocked. And so if they begin to rubberneck, those people who've arrived at the scene, and they start rubbernecking and slowing down and causing congestion, then when we have what we call the after wrecks, or wreck 2 and 3 that happen behind those, and sometimes they can be just as serious as the wreck that occurred up front. And so it really is a problem when people rubberneck and they take their eyes off the road and they're focused, or their attention is somewhere where it shouldn't be, and it causes problems back behind them.
You know, whenever I thought about the dangers of being an Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper, I always thought of the biggest danger being when the trooper walked up to a car, especially at night, not knowing what he or she was approaching. I never really thought of a car being a weapon. And in a situation like this, where you have an inattentive driver, that other car can be a weapon.
It is. In fact, we've had 32 troopers killed in the line of duty. And when you read the stories of those troopers, half of them have been involved in motor vehicle accidents, or they've been struck by vehicles while they were investigating a collision, or they may have made a traffic stop, or they're exposed to traffic. And so half of our troopers that have been killed have been motor vehicle related, and it really is a danger out there when you have a 3,000-pound car traveling 70 miles an hour. That's a lot of speed, a lot of energy that's dissipated whenever there's a crash. And so for troopers, for firefighters, for ambulance personnel, those first responders that are on site, it really becomes very perilous to them while they're out there trying to clear scenes or to mitigate those disasters that are out there as these cars are driving by very rapidly. And then when you add to the fact that they're not paying attention, maybe they're looking at the accident, or they're talking on a cell phone, or they're doing other things in the car and not devoting all their time and attention to driving, it really just makes that and exasperates that even more.
Today, this is a problem on days when you have dry roads, but you add days like, Thursday, when you have either wet roads or icy spots. How much more of an issue does rubbernecking become?
It makes it much worse in that sometimes when we have rubbernecking that occurs, you have people that at the last moment they see that they need to stop or take evasive action, and on a dry road sometimes they're able to make that happen. But when you have wet roads, or like today when we have the drizzle that's come down and they've frozen on the roadways, and then that emergency appears and you need to take action, you can't take the appropriate action you need because the roads are slick, and so any action you take, your vehicle loses control, you start sliding, and so you become involved in accidents much easier because of that, and you travel much greater distances, and so the impact is greater. And so on days where there's any kind of precip or ice or anything like that, it really does exacerbate that problem.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking time to come in today to talk about this very important issue.
You're welcome.